Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Tonight we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Gun. Dot, 11, dot, 11, Mike, 11.
In motion left is Higgins.
Dot.
Now it's Burrow. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Down the right sideline. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. ball will come out to the 30. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. There goes Green. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. How about that? Their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
10 yards on the pickup.
Here we go.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It's a game
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Here we go. 11 Sahad.
In motion left is Higgins. Back to Mixon on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 180.
They go play action with Burrow. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
At the 3-yard line.
Here we go. 12. Sahad. 11.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Sahad.
Here's Burrow. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Now they send a man in motion right. Mixon diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go now.
From the gun on third down. Green. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 72 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jacoby Myers from 6 yards away. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
He's got him in. That's Bond. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun, Green. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Operating from the gun, Green. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Ready, set. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Green.
He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
12, 12, 12.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now 2nd and 3.
It's just set. Big 13. Big 13. Shot.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
11 MT. 11 MT. Shot.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts.
Brings up 4th.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time,
and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Ready, ready. Get it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
Even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Okay,
2nd and 10.
Ready?
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Ready?
Back to throw. Green.
He's got his target. That's complete. Still going inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Mix it up the middle. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 148 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Mixon with a first down carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From midfield now, Burrow. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
11. At the 42-yard line.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
36-yard line.
Stop.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Fighting through. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
11. 180. 12. Stop.
Now Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11. They kick 11, MT, tight. 11, MT, tight. Stop.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
12, 12, 12. Gun.
Chase the motion man right.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are able to build on to their 4th quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
Maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on the PAT?
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
12, 12. Ready? Stop.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 182 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First down, Cincinnati.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down at a yard.
45-yard line.
180.
A handoff to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I'm one. Ready? 11, Thomas.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
A gain of
Big
9
13. Big 13.
First down,
11, 11.
Bengals.
Stop.
Back to throw. This is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as it kicks away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. He'll swing this out to Judkins. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10.
Rocco 80. 60 Eagles. 60
Looking to throw. Green. And he fires one incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing after the interception. Green. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second down.
They'll come up now on second down.
Here we go. Set. Ready, ready.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
Quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete. Right side, it's Bond.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Now second and 4.
They'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Come on, come on.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective... And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Bengals 48.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here.
11, Mike.
Burrow.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. Connecting with Mixon.
This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put out one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now, has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
11, 11. Stop.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.